So I've gotten a lot of questions from my subscribers, from people on my channel that why do you do supply teaching? Even on one of my live videos, someone asks why is she doing supply teaching? Well, in today's video, this is what I'm going to be discussed. The reason why you can go into supply teaching, the benefits, and I will tell you these reasons why I have decided to stick to supply teaching for now. So guys, let's dive into the video. My name is Omowumi and you're welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, you're welcome. Please like this video, share, and subscribe to my channel. So the first thing, because of flexibility. Yes, when you're doing supply, you tend to be flexible. You can choose the number of days you want to work with your agency. You can choose to work 3 times a week. You can choose to work full time, like I do. You can, though recently I had to cut down the days of the number of days I work as supply. You can choose 4 times a week, depending on your circumstance. We all know childcare in the UK is a big thing. And then if you have younger children that they cannot be on their own, you all know in the UK, you wouldn't want social care to come knocking on your door. You cannot leave your children when they are younger on their own. So either you or your husband or an adult has to be with them at that particular time. So supply teaching is flexible. You can work around your partner's shift, or I would say you can work around that. And then instead of you not, if you're nursing mother and you're a teacher, instead of you not working at all, yes, because your partner's work pattern does not fit your own, while doing supply teaching, of course, your partner cannot work Monday to Sunday. So there are days your partner will be off. You can go in and do supply teaching. You can just, in fact, you can ring your agency in the morning and tell them I'm available today, and they might fix something for you for that day. So you see, the first reason why supply teaching is actually a great one. First is flexibility. You tend to be flexible. You're not tied to any school, and then you can work around each other's work patterns. Number 2 is that you can actually choose the type of school or where you want to work with. You can choose whether you want to work with a primary school. You can choose if you want to work with a secondary school. You can choose if you want to be a supply teacher in the college. You can choose if you want to be a supply teacher in SEND schools. Yes, we have teachers that love to work with special education needs students. If you're a teacher that you want to work in this sector, then you can choose the school you want to work with. I personally have worked with primary, I've worked in the secondary, I have worked in the college, and anytime my agency calls me to go to the college, I am super happy because I love it there at the college. The students are more matured and classroom management is easy, yes, with that of the college than secondary or primary. So you can choose where you want to work with if you're supply. So that is another reason why some of us are still in supply teaching role. Number 3 is freedom from the administrative lifestyle. As a permanent teacher, you tend to write reports. Supply teachers, we don't write reports. As a permanent teacher, you need to plan your lesson. You need to make lesson notes. You have to make slides for your lesson. As supply teachers, we don't do that. I just go in there, teach the lesson. After the school hours, after school day, I'll leave. But for teachers, most teachers stay back to prepare for the lesson for another day. Though if you're in a long term, in which I do, if you're in a long term with a school, you can stay back 30 minutes. If you want to be on top of your game, you can stay back 30 minutes after school hours for you to prepare for your lesson for the next day. But for teachers, they have to stay back, they have to attend meetings, they have to do all the administrative work. So yes, this is another reason why some people are doing supply. So with administrative work, you don't need to do that as a supply teacher. You just go in, teach, and then you can leave. Or number 4 is the pay. Sometimes supply teachers tends to earn more than the permanent teachers. Yes, especially if you're a qualified supply teacher, you tend to earn more than the permanent teachers. Though supply teachers, that is the disadvantage. Supply teachers doesn't get paid during the holiday, but during your work days, you tend to earn more than the permanent teachers. So the pay is actually okay. And that is why some people are still in supply teaching. Also, the next point I'm going to talk about is marking. Supply teachers don't tend to mark. Yes, some supply teachers do, and then that means you're going to earn more if you mark in schools. But for me, I've been to a school, it was even a college, and I just volunteered to mark, because when you do this volunteering once in a while, it gives a good impression about you. And the school, if you want a permanent role, the school can actually give you the permanent role if there is an opening. So you don't just go in and say, okay, I'm coming to come and teach for my money and all that. There are some extras. I've been in a school whereby I had to do the break time duty. Yes, I've been in a school whereby I have to mark. Yes, so you have to do these little things, just like you doing helping, volunteering. Yes, and then you're getting the experience one, because you get the experience of marking here. There's no number of years you might have used in your country coming in. It's just as if you're starting all over again. So you get the experience of marking, you get the experience of break time duty. You know what they do in the school. Even when you're going into your permanent role, you already have knowledge of everything happening in the school. And I would say this should be the first one. Why? This should be the first reason, actually. Yes, why some people are doing supply. Most especially why I went into supply was for the experience. Yes, this was supposed to be the first one, was the experience. Yes, work experience. Some people go into supply to get the work experience they need. I am still getting all the work experience I need. And when I'm ready to go into permanent teaching, I know I'll be on top of my game, because I have experience working in several schools. I've gotten experience working in several schools, and I've gotten experience working, teaching as supply. I know how the lesson plan is, even though I've not planned a lesson, but I see different lesson plan every day from different teachers. So I can, when I'm planning mine, I can gather all this information, and then I can plan a very good lesson. So you can see all these qualities is why some of us are still in supply. Now, when I'm going into permanent, I know I'll be on top of my game, because I have all the experience. I have gone to different schools. I have gone to colleges. I have taught in primary. I have taught in secondary, and I have all the experience it takes for me to get a permanent teaching role. Now, I would say the last point is you can get your permanent teaching role through supply teaching. Yes, you can get it. Why going to different schools? One of these schools can actually call you and say, okay, you have been with us for a while. Do you mind? There is an opening. Do you mind if you want, or you can even for yourself hear from other staffs saying there is an opening for a math, for a science teacher, for an history teacher, and then you would just apply, because you're already a supply teacher with them. They know your capability. You've worked with them. You've been a good supply teacher. You've worked with them. Definitely, they will prefer to hire you than if you meet their requirements, and if you have the qualification, they will prefer to hire you because they've seen what you can do. So guys, these are the reasons why we are still doing supply teaching for now. I am still doing supply teaching for now, and some other people, I know some of these reasons is why they are in supply teaching. So don't think because we are not doing permanent teaching role, we don't have our reasons. Yes, we have our reasons. Flexibility. We don't do the administrative role. Experience, work experience. We need all the experience we need before we can get into permanent teaching role. So guys, I will see you in my next video. Bye. Please subscribe, like, and share this video for someone that will benefit from it. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.